Welcome back. It is TVU's Most Wanted. I am Jared, and Josh and Tim from House of Heroes on the show today. Just let me gush for a little bit. We'll talk about the album in just a second, but without question, the best album I've ever heard. Ever. Like, of all time. This is my favorite album. Ever.
Even above, what were we talking about? We were talking about brand new back in the day?
Like, yes. Whatever you're going to say, House of Heroes is better than that. Like, I have been anticipating this album since Jared let me borrow his iPod like 3 months ago. And I'll tell you what, like, still exceeded expectations. So,
thank you.
Suburba's incredible, man.
That's awesome.
All right, so before we start talking about the album, we do have a lot of other stuff to talk about. Let's talk about Falkor. Falkor died.
Oh, shoot.
What happened to Falkor?
Falkor was our van for many years, many moons, I guess.
How many years?
6 or 7. And we put, ourselves personally, we put 330 some odd thousand miles on it.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Never a major transmission or engine repair.
That's incredible.
It was, yeah. And so this last run we were out and we finally had a engine issue, and so they're like, you know, we can fix it for $1,800, but yeah, we were kind of like, it's time to move on.
Did you bury it?
Not yet, but we might. We
find somebody with a bulldozer.
Just keep it in your driveway for so every time you walk out the door, you'll have this.
We should move it to the front yard.
Just put it in the yard, yeah.
And then every time you leave the house, just like reach out to it, like,
yes.
You.
Yeah.
So what's the status of House of Heroes van list now? Like, what are you guys looking for a van?
We are.
How can fans help?
Well, we're desperate to find a van right now because we're leaving on tour on Sunday.
That's important.
Yeah.
So probably send in your entire wallet.
Right.
Yeah,
Just mail.
Here you go.
We'll take your wallets, yeah.
Send your wallet to.
No, we've actually had some fans help out on PayPal. We set up an account and they helped us out, and so we've got enough to put a pretty decent down payment down on something.
Cool.
Now we just need to find it. So at this point, I would just ask fans to just keep us in your prayers and your thoughts, and just hopefully the right van comes along. Falkor version 2.0.
Is that what you're going to name it? I was just about to ask. Like, you got to come up with a better name, dude. I mean, Falkor is a great name, but you can't use it again.
No, you're right.
I think we should see it before we name it.
Yeah,
That's probably a very good
Check out its
actually.
characteristics.
Yeah. See the color. I want to get a blue one this time, like navy blue.
What was Falkor?
It was white.
White. I guess
we named it Falkor because we used to call it we called it, you know, something else beforehand that I'm not going to repeat. and then we were like, wait a minute. It's like a big white dog, like in the movie The Never-Ending Story.
That's fantastic.
That movie's horrible. Let's name the. But I loved it when I was young.
So you're looking for a navy blue van now. That's the only thing they care about. If it's navy blue, they're going to buy it. If it's not, they're not even going to consider it.
I think I'm only saying that because we checked out a navy blue van like 2 days ago, and I liked it a lot.
And you liked it a lot and weren't able to get it. So now you're like, well, it has to be navy blue, obviously.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And then we saw a turquoise one.
Ooh, turquoise.
Yeah,
not feeling that. So Suburba, let's talk about it. I'm not gonna gush anymore. Like, I'm obviously biased because House of Heroes is my favorite band, but seriously, it's incredible. Tell me all about it, man. Let's start with recording. When did you guys record the album? Where? How long? Give me the scoop.
Okay. First, let me say this. That's pretty awesome that you say we're your favorite band. I had the same thing happen. It's weird to me when people say you guys are
I'm
my
your favorite
band.
TV host?
Well,
is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but my best friend Russ, like, I forgot that we became friends because he used to come to shows.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
I came to your guys' shows when I was like 15, 16. That's when I started following House of Heroes.
Well, it was funny because we were all hanging out one day and I was like, Russ, who's your favorite band? And he's like, you guys.
You mean you don't know?
Yeah, he was so embarrassed. I was like, oh, I forgot. Anyway, okay, we recorded the album in February, and we recorded it real quick because we had to go on tour with Toby Mac and Skilla immediately after that.
You mean they had to go on tour with you?
Pretty much.
You had this tour obligation. They had to
exactly.
be there.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Colin, our drummer that played on the record, he was having his second kid, and after he got his drum parts done, was kind of like, guys, I just don't think I can do the road thing. So obviously we understand, and so we were like, okay, we got to A, get the record done before the tour. Now B, we have to find a new drummer, Josh Dunn.
Hey.
And that's where Josh shows up.
I call him Dun 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 Josh.
He does. I don't mind it. I think it's cool.
That's amazing.
So yeah, we recorded it real quick, and so quick that we didn't know what we had until it was all done.
Really? What does that mean? You didn't know what you had? Like you just went in and played some stuff and like, all right, have fun. See you later. We got to go on tour.
I remember specifically our producer Mark Townsend saying, "Yeah, you know, the last record, that was a great moment in time, but we're not going to get anywhere close to as good as the last one was on this."
I will be honest with you, that's how I felt. The end is not the end for me was like it. Like, that's the roof. Like, that's as good as House of Heroes gets. And when you guys were telling me, like, no, dude, like, it's good. It's going to be better. Like, I was a little skeptical.
Really?
Skepticism has been wiped clean, dude. Unbelievable.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, that's kind of what we didn't want it to be the same exact thing. And so I feel like it's different enough that they can each stand on their own two legs. But,
right.
But by the end, yeah, Mark was like, wow, we got something special here.
Yeah, absolutely. It was incredible. So when you say you recorded it quickly, give me a time frame. How long did it take you to record The End Is Not the End versus how long did it take you to record Suburba?
It took us forever to record The End Is Not the End because we did it in 2-week spurts. It was like, okay, we got these 2 weeks, so let's record. We're going on tour. And then, so it probably took the course of 5 months to record The End Is Not the End.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a long time. And then...
that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's a really long time.
Totally. Suburba, drums and bass were done in 2 days.
Whoa.
Guitars were done in 3 or 4 days.
What?
And because we decided we're going to go in totally prepared this time.
I was just about to say, like, that is ridiculously fast. Like, you couldn't go into the studio not knowing what you were gonna do. Like, you guys already had the album planned. When you went into the studio, it was just like, bam, let's just knock it out.
Exactly. So I think we had everything but background vocals and overdub, like keyboard stuff done within 19 days. It was crazy. Yeah.
That is incredible. 19 days. What are the drawbacks and the pros and cons to recording an album that quickly and taking more time on an album?
I prefer to do it quicker. It just, you keep kind of the youthful energy about it. But when you have more time, and I also feel like your first instinct is always your best instinct.
Most of the time that's very true. Yeah. I'll give you that for sure.
Yeah, so.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, if you have not picked up this album, I mean, we've spent some time gushing about it. Seriously, your ears need this album. It's called Suburba. Go to shop.tvulive.com and pick it up.